Good day, great people. Today we want to discuss certain concepts in positive psychology in regards with certain questions that I also found on various question papers that also other people were sharing, and I just decided also to look into them. All right, let me share my screen. All right. So there are a number of questions that we are going to look at. There are 6 questions, but we'll see how many we will look into. So this number of questions, they're coming from a positive psychology module, or yes, module. I believe majority of modules in positive psychology, they tend to have same or similar topics to cover, or same objectives actually, which is the greatest important thing to consider actually, rather than just topics. All right. So some of the so the first equation, without wasting time, that we want to look at is describe the main concepts and principles of positive psychology, and how does positive psychology differ from traditional psychology. Uh, so positive psychology, which is more like a branch that focuses on understanding and promoting positive aspects of human experiences, well-being, optimum functioning, just to strengthen an individual for their well-being, as well as having positive aspects to be experienced in their experiences as well in terms of their lifestyle. And also it seeks to shift the traditional emphasis of psychology from just studying and treating psychological disorders to exploring what makes lives worth living and how individuals can thrive in their lives, as well as becoming more productive, and also happiness to be considered in their life. All right. So some of the main concepts and principles of positive psychology, one tend to include, so we also have to look at it, since the commanding word for the question is describe, isn't it? Yes, so we have to describe the concepts and principles. No explanation, but we have to give a proper description. Uh, Also, how does positive psychology differ? Also, those are some of our instructions, and to find the difference between positive psychology and the traditional emphasis of psychology in general perspective. So, some of the main concepts and principles of positive psychology. This includes subjective well-being, and also character strength and virtue, positive emotions, uh, flow engagement, mindful resilience, positive relationships as well. Uh, okay, so coming back into them, looking into the aspect of subjective well-being, that is now the importance of subjective well-being, which differs with people, the overall well-being of people in reference to our individual evaluation of life satisfaction and happiness. Some things that we assume are part of success in life to other people, they mean nothing. So that is the subjective well-being, and also giving an emphasis on the positive emotions, engaging in activities, sense of purpose, and also meaning in life. So that is where the subjective well-being comes into play, where the sense of that things they differ in terms of how we define life, and also how we define happiness when it comes to our lifestyle. All right. Looking at another one, character strength and virtue. So positive psychology also, it identifies and cultivates character strength. One is character strength and virtues that enables individuals to flourish. Some of those character strength that one tend to have, since human beings are quite dynamic as well as unique in terms of their characteristic traits, as well as also how we express life and define principles of life as well. And then it also focuses on identifying and utilizing positive qualities such as wisdom, courage, curiosity, gratitude, resilience, and empathy to enhance personal growth and well-being. All right. So also another one, the third concept and principle is positive emotions. Positive psychology, it also recognizes the aspect of they recognize the value of positive emotions, how important they are, such as joy, gratitude, contentment, and love, in promoting well-being. It also recognizes such values of such things, why we do need or why we have to express or why we have to have positive emotions or to experience positive emotions, such as the one that has been mentioned previously. It also encourages an individual to experience and savor positive emotions and increase their frequency in daily life. All right. So looking at these aspects of positive emotions, also we look at a flow and engagement. Positive psychology, it also emphasizes the concept of flow, which is a state of complete absorption and engagement in an activity. Complete absorption and engagement in an activity. Uh, and also, it encourages individuals to identify and engage in activities that promote a sense of flow, leading to increased well-being and satisfaction. It also overlaps to work life and also things in regards to that. And then comes to mindfulness. So flow and engagement, which means also you have to enjoy what you're doing or to have a certain interest of what you are doing as well. Other than just doing it blindly, you end up not to put much focus or the flow, the break of flow as well, which I will consider, which will also bring depression and all other stress or unnecessary pressure that one might was not actually prepared to look into. And then looking at also another aspect of concept and principles for positive psychology is mindfulness and resilience. Being mindful. It acknowledges also the importance of mindfulness and resilience in navigating life's challenges. Mindful practices such as meditation, self-reflection, and also help individuals cultivate awareness of the present moment and develop resilience to cope with adversities of life. So mindfulness and resilience is also part of certain things to consider also in in positive psychology. That one has to be also mindful in terms of what they're doing, also to know their character strength, as well as to do self-reflection, to look at their strength, weaknesses, and also some certain challenges that they are going through. And also meditation, just bring that sense of what you call it, completeness, where you tend to meditate through your whole life activities and also to achieve a better state of awareness as well. And also it helps cultivate awareness of the present moment and develop resilience to cope with things to come. You know, with life, challenges will always be there. Then comes to positive relationships. Positive relationships are also needed or considered or are acknowledged as their significance of positive social connections and also relationships in promoting our well-being is also considered, since we really need positive relationships, we really need positive friendships, you know, support, and also to give that layer of a sense of well-being as well and fulfillment. And also the importance of nurturing and maintaining health relationships, fostering social support, being there for others, and also you, people coming to be there for you, and also just having relationships. No man can live as an island as well, and also experiencing a sense of belonging and connection with others. Yes, which is also being emphasized or reflected when you see people having their cultural chants or tribal chants that they also emphasize that they are so much proud of as well. So that is the aspect of positive relations. It then comes to positive. Also, we are now looking at the difference between positive psychology and our traditional psychology in various several ways. Also looking at the focus, approach, research emphasis, as well as application. Focus, traditional psychology, it focuses on diagnosing and treating mental illnesses and psychological disorders, which also positive psychology is tend to change that that kind of looking at people as also sick people. Positive psychology, on the other hand, it focuses on understanding and enhancing positive aspects of human functioning, such as well-being, happiness, resilience, and personal strength. How one can maximize or how one can nourish and flourish in such aspects of life. And also the approach Traditional psychology, it adopts a deficit-based approach, aiming to alleviate negative emotions or symptoms or negative feelings or whatever, as well as distress. So it looks at the deficit approach or deficit-based approach, looking at the aspects of just countering a problem. But the positive psychology, it gives strength or it takes strength based approach, emphasizing the development and utilization of positive qualities rather than looking at what we don't have, but it looks at positive qualities and resources to enhance our well-being and then our flourishing as human beings. And also looking at research emphasis, traditional psychology, it relies on research and intervention based on psychopathology. Positive psychology, it emphasizes the scientific study of positive emotions, positive traits, positive institutions to uncover the factors that contribute to a fulfilling life. It also looks at those, so it's more of positive, everything that it looks at. And then the application also differs. When we come to traditional psychology, is primarily applied in clinical and therapeutic settings. Positive psychology also is a broader scope of application. It can be used in various domains, such as education, workplace settings, personal development, community interventions to promote well-being, optimal functioning, which is characterized by those various workshops that are certain companies that they do for wellness and well-being of their employees as well. All right. Looking at question number two that we might tend to look at today is discuss the role of positive emotions in enhancing well-being. The role of positive emotions in enhancing well-being. Positive emotions, they play a crucial role in enhancing overall well-being and also improving quality of life. And also positive emotions, they contribute to psychological, emotional, and physical well-being, and also can have lasting effects on an individual's overall health and happiness. So some of the key ways in which positive emotions, which positive emotions promote well-being as well. Positive emotions, they improve mental health. They bring joy, that feeling of gratitude, contentment, amusement, are associated with low levels of depression, anxiety, and stress. So they just, act as protective factors against mental health disorders. So these kind of things, they help in building resilience in the face of problems or adversity of life. And then comes to enhanced physical health. Positive emotions also, they are linked to better physical health outcomes. It boosts our immune system, as well as reduce inflammation, and also it lowers blood pressure. It decreases the risk of cardiovascular diseases, as well as